got interrupted with the schedule. But anyway, guys, welcome back. I was not done talking about the Philly schedule, so let's continue. So we are left off with the Giants from May 3rd, 4th, 5th, and the 6th. Cinco de Mayo on the 5th. So in this case, May 3rd, the Phillies are playing the against Giants in a four-game set. So the so the uh, so the first one being at 6:40, the fourth being at 6:05, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo being at 2:05, and the sixth being at 4:05. And then we are playing against the Blue Jays at home again, but in a two-game set. The seventh and the eighth. The seventh they are playing at 6:40, and the eighth they're playing at 1:05. And then we got the Marlins. We got the Marlins for a three-game set in this case. May 10th, 11th, and 12th. The 10th is at 7:10. The 11th is at 4:10, and the 12th is at 1:40. And then we are playing against the Mets away and at home, which is gonna be crazy. So first off, we are away against the Mets, but in a two-game set again on the 13th and 14th. The 13th being at 7:10 and the 14th being at 1:10, and then we are at home playing against the Mets again in another two-game set. So on the 15th and 16th, they're at 6:40. And that's it. Nationals, it is their turn. We are It's a three-game set. So the 17th is at 6:40. The 18th is at 6:05, and the 19th is at 1:35, and we are off on the 20th. And then we're playing against the defending world champions, the Rangers. That is right, guys. The Rangers won the 2023 World Series on November 1st or the 2nd, I think. I actually cannot recall when they won. I I am guessing it is November 2nd. But let me see. Let me see. 2023 World Series. Before I move on, it was it was, it was November 1st. It was November 1st. It actually looks like. So it was November 1st. We are playing against the defending World Series champs, the Rangers. So on the 21st, 22nd, and the 23rd. So in this case, the but we're at home. That's good. So the 21st and the 22nd is at 6:40, and the 23rd is at 1:05, and then we are going to play against the Rockies with the three-game sets. So May 24th, 25th, and 26th. So the 24th is at 8:40, the 25th is at 9:10, and the 26th is at 3:10. And then we are away against the Giants for three games, and hopefully we actually win against the Giants on the road because we have never ever done that yet. So I hope so. The 27th, 20th, and 29th. So the 27th is to be dated, but I will presume it's probably at 9:45. That is probably going to be my guess. And the same can be said for the 28th, 9:45, and the 29th is at 3:45. And, and then we're at home against the Cardinals, and we're off on the 30th. So the Phillies are play against the Cardinals maybe May 31st into June, the first and the second. So 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 the 31st is at 6:40, the first is at 7:15, and the second is at 1:35. And the Brewers for another three-game set. And this honestly, his schedule in my opinion looks weird, but I can tell why. And then we are playing against the Brewers, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. So on the third and the fourth is at 6:40, and the fifth is at 4:05, and we are off the sixth and the seventh. And we are going against the London series because it is us and the Mets are going to London in 2024. So this is a two-game set. So June 8th and the 9th. One is at 1:10, and the other is 10 in the morning, 10:10. So I don't know how the hell am I going to listen to that game, but I will have to figure it out. I will probably be up for just like a little bit, and the Phillies are playing early as hell because I know it's in London, but still they don't hit the point. Anyway, that is done for the London series, and we're off on the 10th. So the Phillies play against the Red Sox, June 11th, 12th, and 13th, all at 7:10, and the Orioles, and we are going to see a familiar face there, Craig Kimbrell, because he is now on the Orioles and sitting with us. I'm actually glad he's gone, but I'm actually also, upset at the same time, but mainly I'm actually happy because he did terrible, like, in the freaking NLCS, but whatever. So, June 14th, 15th, and 16th. So, the 14th is at 7:05, the 15th at 4:05, and 16th at 1:35. And we are going to be back at home against the Padres. So, on June 17th, 18th, and 19th, or in this case, Juneteenth, which, yes, yes, that is a thing. So the 17th and 18th is at 6:40, and the 19th is at 1:05, and we are off on the 20th. And then, and then, I don't want to see this team again, unfortunately. But I guess this is what the regular schedule is, so that's what it is. So we are going to play against the Diamondbacks, which, as y'all may have known, they actually did defeat us in the goddamn National League Championship Series, and I know where that is going to go because I know the Philly fans are going to boo at them. I can highly agree on that. On the 21st, 22nd, and the 23rd. The 21st being at 6:40, the 22nd being at 4:05, and the 23rd being at 1:35, and we're going to play against the Tigers for the first time. No, like I said earlier, no Miguel Cabrera because, again, he retired. So, or actually, we actually might get to see him when he's not playing, but you know what? That's okay because he actually might do something with that. The 24th, my dad's birthday, the 25th, and the 26th. So we're gonna play against the Tigers. The 24th and 25th being at 6:40, and the 26th being at 1:10, and then we are surprisingly back at home. Weird against the Marlins for a 4-game set. The 27th, 28th, the 29th, and the 30th. So both the 27th and 28th being at 6:20, the 29th being at 4:05, and the 30th being at 1:35. And we are surprisingly off on July 1st. Weird. And then we are going to be on the road against the Cubs, July 2nd, 3rd, and again Independence Day, the 4th, which is surprisingly back-to-back seasons where we play on Independence Day. So the 2nd and 3rd is at 8:05, and the 4th is at 2:20. And the city rough. Braves again. 5th, 6th, and 7th. The 5th is at 7:20. 6th is at the 6th is at 7:15, and the 7th is at 1:35. And the Dodgers again. There's a 3-game set. The 9th, 10th, and 11th. So the 9th is at 6:40. 10th is at 7:05, and the 11th is at 6:05. And then we have a 3-game set against the Athletics, which we should easily defeat them because I would hope that they would move to Las Vegas because that that field is not good in Oakland because that's where you're like Oakland is not that popular. So the 12th is at 6:40, the 13th is at 4:05, and the 14th is at 1:35, and this is in July. And we're going to be away again against the Battle of the Keystone State, and of course being in Pennsylvania, the Pirates, and we're off because of the All-Star game of the 2023 MLB All-Star game between the National League and the American League. So we return on the 19th because all of us are off because of the All-Star game. So we return on the 19th. That is like an All-Star break. So the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st. So the 19th, the 20th, both at 6:40, and the 21st at 1:35. and then we play against the Twins in the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Both the 22nd and the 23rd being at 7:40, and the 24th being at 1:10. And we are off on the 25th, which is my cousin's birthday, because he'll be 21. So we are 26th. So on the 26th, 27th, 20th, we are playing against the Guardians for a 3-game set. The 26th is being at 6:40, the 27th being at 6:05, and 20th being at 1:35. And the Yankees, and this is weird to me, in my opinion, the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st. The 29th and 30th being both at 6:40, and unfortunately, it is going to be a early afternoon game because and this one's at 12:35, and then we are off on the again the another month that we are going to be having off on the first day of the month, August 1st. So we are playing against the Mariners on the second, the third, and the fourth. The second and third being at 9:40, and the fourth being at 4:10. And this is gonna be rough. I don't know. August 5th, 6th, and 7th against the Dodgers. Hopefully, we win at their park as well because we literally almost did until Craig Kimbrell did the unthinkable by literally giving up a game-winning grand slam at the ninth. And they're all these at 10-10. All of these 3 games are 10-10. And the Diamondbacks for a 4-game set, and that is going to be dated. Honestly, I am not sure because I think probably both of these two are going to be at 9:40, the 8th and 9th, and the 10th I would probably assume at 6:40, and then the 11th at 3:40. But I actually could be wrong on that. But I will have to see because I will presume the 8th and 9th is going to be at 9:40, the 10th at 6:40, and the 11th at 3:40. I'm not sure, but I will have to wait because it's to be dated. I mean, not to be dated, to be determined. That 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 is what it stands for. That's my fault. So we're off on the 12th, and then we are going to be back at home against the Marlins for another 3-game set. Actually, no, a 2-game set. My bad. The 13th, the 14th, both at 6:40, and then the Nationals, the 5th, for a 4-game set. The 15th, the 16th, the 17th, and the 18th. The 15th and 16th both being at 6:40. The 17th at 6:05, and the 18th at 1:35, and then we're off on the 19th. So we're playing against the Braves for a 3-game set on the 20th, the 21st, and 22nd. The 20th and 21st both being at 7:20, and the 22nd being at 7:15. And the Royals, we should actually defeat them because they're terrible, and yeah, they are not a good baseball team. So the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. The 23rd being at 8:10, 24th at 7:10, and the 25th at 2:10. And then we're going to play against the Astros again, but at home for a 3-game set. The 26th, 27th, and 28th. The 26th and 27th both being at 6:40, and the 20th at 4:05. And then we can play against the Braves again for 3 games, a 4-game set to be exact. The 29th, 30th, 31st, and finally the first game of the month of September, which is obviously the last month because the season actually ends on the 29th, we'll presume. So the 29th and 30th both at 6:40, the 31st weird time 7:15, and the first 1:35, and we're off on the 2nd. So September 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th against the Blue Jays. Actually, nope, my bad. The 3rd and the 4th, which is a 2-game set against the Blue Jays. One at 7:07 or in 7:10, and the 4th at 3:07. In this case, again 3:10 because I get like estimated time. And we're gonna play against the Marlins for a 4-game set on the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. So the 5th being at 6:40, 6th being at 7:10, 7th at 4:10, and the 8th at 1:40. And then at home we're gonna play against the Rays, the 9th, the 10th, and of course the 23rd anniversary of 9/11 attacks, the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th, and they're all at 6:40. So, surprisingly enough. And then we're going to play against the Mets again, and we off on the 12th for a three-game set. The 13th, the 14th, and the 15th. The 13th being at 6:40, the 14th being at 4:05, and the 15th, which is my mom's birthday, at 1:35. And then the Brewers, again, we're going to play against them. So 16th, 17th, and 18th, all at 7:40. And then we're going to play against the Mets again for a four-game set this time. The 19th, the 20th, the 21st, and 22nd, both 19th and 20th being at 7:10, and the 21st being at 4:10, and the 22nd being at 1:40. And then finally, the last three games at home against the Cubs, the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Both of those two being at 6:40, the 23rd and 24th, and the 25th being at 6:05. And finally, the last two games on the road against the Nationals, the 27th, 28th, and the 29th, the final day of the regular season. Finally, the 27th, 28th, and 29th, the 27th being at 6:45, 28th being at 4:05, and and the 29th at the final game on the road is 3:05. So that is it about the finals of regular season schedule, the spring training schedule, and the regular season schedule for the Phillies. Well, I hope this New London series is gonna be pretty good because I actually am looking forward towards that, the June 8th and the 9th. But unfortunately, the 9th is very early in the morning, so I am going to do my hardest to actually be up for it. And I'm actually starting to actually lose my voice slightly. Um, yeah, I think I'm starting to actually lose my voice slightly, and because I did a lot of talking, so you know I know I did a lot of talking there, but I have to give y'all the schedule like right before the season begins. So with all those games out of the way, I think I actually am gonna go because I did give y'all the final score of the Texas game already. And excuse me, and the Flyers are playing late tonight and tomorrow night, um, both being at 10 o'clock. So I actually will do the best I could to actually stay up for the game because it is a weeknight and I normally stay up, but it's what I am gonna have to deal with on unfortunately. But yeah, so the Flyers play tonight. So hopefully, I will be 3-1. And unfortunately, I actually might not post it on like Instagram because the game might end at least like midnight or like around 12, like 30 around. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. So I will let you guys know what the final score of the Flyers game tomorrow night is. I mean, not tomorrow night. It's tonight, actually. So I will let you guys know what the final score of the Flyers game tomorrow. And I hope I will see you guys tomorrow for a stream of Friday. And we are near the end of 2023, so I actually might try my best to make a my thoughts of 2023 on New Year's Eve. I am going to do the best I possibly could. If I have enough storage for that, because I regret um uh, destroying my iPad. So I am going to try my hardest to actually make that on New Year's Eve, the 31st. So I will hope that would happen, like I did with my thoughts in 2021 and 2022. So I actually would be looking forward to actually trying to do that video on New Year's Eve. But I think I might have to do it early because the Eagles play at 1. So I would believe that I actually would have plenty of time to actually make a thoughts video. So yeah, so that is enough of me talking. I will I will let I will let you guys know what the final score of the Flyers game tomorrow, and I hope they win, and then I will be 3-1. So and enjoy the rest of y'all Thursday night, and yeah, And as always, peace out and happy holidays.